Now, hello everyone, welcome to Paper Muni channel, and today's lecture is lecture 9. So if you have not gone through the previous lectures, please go through it. All right.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
Fine. So how is your preparation going on? Like, are you finding the lectures useful?
Yes, sir. Very useful, but थोड़ा सा overwhelming हो रहा है with everything around.
Yeah, I understand. I was thinking because too many lectures are you're attending and when to do it. But see, this is just if the rule is to do the most like whatever is you're learning in every classes, just try to be focused during the lecture. All right, like work out the problems during the lecture, and it need not be that you'll get everything out of these everyday lectures. It's not possible because human brain requires rest also. So it's better if you just try to be attentive during the class, okay, and then whenever you have find a break in between, that time you revise that thing. All right, and there are, I think weekly there is one break or two breaks. Sometimes you'll find time like that. You have to figure out things like that, because see, it won't be every time, it won't be ideal case that every time you'll get a fixed amount of time which is free. You have to figure things out according to your schedule. All right, and when the courses are over, then you have everything in your at your hand, and then you can just keep on revising things. So don't worry, you will be able to do it. All right, this is the way we also function. All right, so in like learning like lecture is okay, but then giving a lot of lectures of that too of different things is much more time consuming and much more effort is required. All right, so just imagine our situation. So expectation value. Now we discussed. Yeah, okay. Yesterday's problem. Did you solve? Did you solve the yesterday's problem? The last one.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. No, this was a very straightforward question. Like there's nothing special about it. Okay. So this was the question. All right. See, the thing is, if you don't, if you think you're working hard now, just get into IIT. You'll understand what does hard means. Okay, there also you'll realize that there's too much more difficult than qualifying the exam. All right, so you have to manage time. uh, Anyhow, so see, this one is, you have to see that this is, you can directly figure this out. You can find the normalization constant directly if you just remember what I said to you, like what how to do it. So this is basically root over 1 mod square plus 2 mod square, and then you have plus, this is 1 plus iota mod square. All right, so this is directly you can do it, or else you can assume this thing and do the usual way. Okay, so whatever you feel comfortable with. So this is 1, this is 4 plus, what is this one, mod
It's
square. So this
2
is 1, so this again 2, this is 1 by root 7.
root 7.
All right, or else you can just do it the usual way. The we know that normalization condition is ci mod square is equal to 1. So just put these values, assume that this is normalized, it's given to be normalized. Then the thing becomes like this, that this is c1 mod square is 2c1 mod square plus c1 1 plus iota mod square equal to 1. Now see, c1 can have any, like it can be positive, it can be negative. In this case, because it's a square root, and it has a mod also, it can be positive, it can be negative, and that will not affect the state of the wave function. Okay, because we are concerned with the psi mod square. So psi mod square will always be positive. Okay, so you can take any of them. So we mostly take this positive value. All right, so this was the answer. Now the next topic is, I think this will be we'll getting close to the ones which I had already made the lectures. This is, I think, the last lecture before that happens, and then we'll be doing all the new topics. Okay, this was important to do because some of you were not able to go through the lectures. Okay, so expectation value in superposition state. And we are going at a very good speed. That is why I'm reducing the number of classes so that you can absorb materials comfortably. Okay, not that it's comfortable, like four hours a week is comfortable, but then you have other classes also, right? So in this case, see the we have learned how to find out the normalization condition in normalization condition, this thing, that superposition state. Now, yeah, one more thing, somebody requested on my channel that they wanted to have a schedule for how to prepare in 2 months. Okay, how to crack jam in 2 months. So I think I'm thinking of a special session for that, separate session. I'll let you know, okay, in the links, so that I can discuss all the like how to go about it. And it's possible to do crack jam in 2 months. All right, not a big deal. So let us assume let us assume a two level quantum system. Now we are using two level because this is a non-trivial, and it feel like it shows you all the features, whatever is required. Now this one is, let us assume that a two level quantum system. Now let us assume that the system, the state of the system looks like this: C1 phi 1 plus C2 phi 2. Right. Now let's say this is equation 1, and we have this property that this is always taken for, if you are able to write this state using the superposition like phi 1 and phi 2, then it's already taken the it's assumed that these are orthonormal, so you don't have to think about it. All right. And let phi 1 and phi 2 be eigen functions of A. All right. So A cap phi 1. So what does it mean? What does it mean when I say phi 1 and phi 2 are eigenfunctions of A? Anyone?
Lambda times of phi 1 again.
Yeah. So it is this. It will follow the eigenvalue equation. All right. And then we have A phi 2. This is lambda 2 phi 2. All right. Done. So just do along with me. So this is A. If you want to find out A, this means what? This is like psi. The A is sandwiched between psi, two psis. Okay, the bra psi and the ket psi. All right. So we can find out. So we know this one. This we ket psi is known. This is known. We have to find out this. Okay. How will you find out ket bra psi? So bra psi is simply what? This is the, if you apply dagger to ket, you'll get this value, right? So this will give us psi star. Now this will become phi 1 and C2 star, and this will be phi 2 bra. All right, correct? Now just place this thing here. So this is C1 star phi 1 plus C2 star phi 2. Then you have A cap is C1 phi 1 plus C2 phi 2. All right. Now, if we just do this multiplication, like you take this value and then this one and then this one. All right. So what will you get? C1 star C1. Now we have a sandwich of like A sandwich between phi 1 and phi 1. And then we have next term will be, let's talk about, like this will go this way and then this way. Okay. So in this case, you have C1 star C2, you have phi 1 A phi 2. All right. Now then we can go on like this for the second term. This is C2 star phi 2, and then you have A cap, and then we have phi 1. Okay, there's a C1 also. And then the last term is C2 star C2 phi 2, and A phi 2. All right. So just see what things come out of it. Now this is A operating on phi 1. Okay, so A operating on phi 1 will give us, what will it give us? A operating on phi 1. So this will give us
Lambda phi
Lambda
1.
phi
So
1.
this will be C1 star mod. This will become lambda will come out, okay, of this inner product because it's a constant. So and then this one, what will you get? Now lambda 2 will come out here, and C1 C2 star, and then we have phi 1 and phi 2. All right, inner product of phi 1 and phi 2. Now in this term again, now we have lambda 1 C2 star. Okay, so what is the term? Write it down. Lambda 1 C2 star, then C1, this is phi 2, and then there is phi 1. Then in this case, this is lambda 2 C2 mod square, then this is phi 2 phi 2. All right, so you can see that in this case, just hold on a second. Yeah. So if I further go, now this one will become 1. Now this one we know that is orthonormality property, so this will become 0. Now this will go to 1. All right. So just summing up all the non-zero terms, this is C1 mod square plus lambda 2 C2 mod square. Okay. So one thing we can see that if we when we write expectation value of a operator in a superposition state, which the individual states which make the superposition state are eigenfunctions of this operator, then we have this solution, a clean, neat and clean solution, okay, to this thing. We don't have to do it every time, but then always remember this, that this whole process is only, we are able to simplify it because the phi 1 and phi 2 are eigenstates of this one. Okay, then only we can directly apply this. Otherwise you have to solve the whole thing. We'll do examples where you can see that there's a difference between when to apply, when not to apply. Okay, so this is only applicable, this formula is only directly applicable if the individual states are eigenstates of A operator. All right, so this is A operator. Now in this case we can write like this, that I goes from 1, so this is lambda 1, sorry, and this one is Ci mod square lambda I. Clear? So you should know when to apply what. Okay, don't just blindly jump into solving the problem. All right, so we'll take an example and see when not to apply this. Okay, now in general, if we have this thing, that in general, now psi is C1 phi 1 plus C2 phi 2 plus C3 phi 3. Okay, now in this case, if I'm writing if, this is very important, if phi i's are eigenstates or eigenfunctions, you can any name can be given to it, eigenfunctions of A operator, then only you can write this thing, okay, whichever what I'm writing right now, that this thing reduces to simply writing the probability amplitude whole square lambda I. Okay, where lambda i's are the eigenvalues of the individual state, of the operator in the individual states that make up the superposition state. All right, so lambda i's are basically, if you apply on phi I, you'll get lambda I as the eigenvalues. All right, now this could be any operator. It could be energy operator, it could be angular momentum operator, it could be a momentum operator, any operator, and which will satisfy this condition, which will be the eigenstates of these individual. This eigenstates will be the this phi and phi 2 will be the eigenstates of that operator, then only you can apply this. Okay, so this is very important to remember. All right, now let's do an example. Now this is a jam problem, old one. So let's do it. It helps you build a basic understanding. So this is a very old problem. So this is question from jam. All right, now the wave function of a quantum mechanical particle wave particle is given by psi x is equal to 3 by 5 phi 1 plus 4 by 5 phi 2. All right, now where phi 1 and phi 2 are eigenfunctions with corresponding energy eigenvalues, okay, so this is -1 eV and then we have -2 eV, all right, respectively. All right, now this says that the question is that the energy of the particle in state psi, the energy of the particle in state psi is, all right, now A option is -41 by 25 eV. eV is electron volt, all right, -11 by 25 eV, and then we have -36 by 5 eV, then -7 by 5 eV. Okay, so this was the old question which is from 2011, but still it's relevant for starting a basic thing. So just the first thing you should do is what you should do. What is the first step in this kind of questions? First thing is check the normalization condition of the wave function. All right. First of
Right,
all,
sir.
you have to check if the wave function is given, wave function is normalized or not. So check this if it's normalized or not. So just do a C1 mod square and C2 mod square and see if it's 1 or not. So you don't need to write it down. You just observe and calculate.
So option A.
This is already normalized. Yeah, option A is the correct answer. This is already normalized. Okay, and then the important thing is it says that these are eigenfunctions of the energy operator. All right, that means if you try to find out this thing, that if you want to find out in this energy expectation value of energy, which is calculated like you have the Hamiltonian operator. Okay, so we don't need to calculate this because we already know that the individual states phi 1 and phi 2 are eigenfunctions of the Hamiltonian operator or the energy operator. All right, so this is given to you. So you don't need to, you can just directly apply the formula. So formula is given to you. Formula is what? Formula is you have Ci mod square and then the individual eigenvalues. Okay, so this is I going from 1 to 2. So just put the values. So this one is 3 by 5. Okay, so 3 by 5 mod square. Now E1, this one is given to be E1 is -1 eV. Okay, -1 eV, and then you have 4 by 5 mod square, this is -2 eV. All right, if you calculate this you'll get -41 by 25 eV. All right, you were able to do it using the formula. Okay, because the conditions were whatever we derived. All right, but now let me give you another problem. Okay, Done with this problem?
Yes, sir.
All right. So like next problem is, now this question has again been asked in this year. The same question. The DU has asked this question again. It was asked in 2018, and this year also I saw the paper, 2020 paper. There also they have asked this question, and let me write it down. So now this will show you that this formula doesn't hold here. You have to solve the whole problem. So this is DU 2018, and it was also asked in 2020 also. All right, this recently the paper was held. So the normalized wave function, okay, wave functions psi1 and psi2 correspond to the ground state, correspond to the ground state. All right, and the first excited states, and the first excited states. All right, of a particle in a potential, of a particle in a potential. All right, so the operator A acts on the wave functions, acts on the wave functions, all right, as A psi1, this gives you psi2, all right. So, and A operating on psi2 gives you psi1, all right. The expectation value right, of the operator A for the state is given psi is equal to 3 psi1 plus 4 psi2 divided by 5 is, all right. So options given to you are 0, 0.96, 0.75 and D 0.32. All right, so these are the options given to you. Just try it once and see if you can do it. Okay, tell me, can you apply the direct formula which we derived? We have two states.
No, sir.
First
आइगन
excited
फंक्शंस की बात ही नहीं करी उसने.
यहाँ पे आइगन फंक्शंस की बात करी है. यहाँ आइगन फंक्शंस have been discussed here, but these are not eigenvalue equations. These are not eigenvalue equations. Are they eigenvalue equations?
नहीं, no.
Because the function has changed. Psi2 is changing to psi1. Okay, although there is a equal to sign and you can see there's a 1 here while multiplied by this, but then the function doesn't remain the same. Now this is not an eigenvalue equation. This is not an eigenvalue equation. That means what we can say that psi2 and psi1 are not eigenstates of A operator.
Yes, sir.
Right? This is a statement coming out of it, right? That psi1 is not an eigenstate of A and psi2 is not an eigenstate of A. All right. So that formula which we derived with using the probability amplitude, we cannot directly use it here. Okay. So what we have to do it? We have to go to the basic principle to find out the expectation value, which is the whole derivation which we did in the earlier, which we derived using the formula which we derived. Okay. So you have to write like this psi. Now this is the basic thing, that expectation value means you have to like sandwich the operator between the given state.
Sir, option B.
Yeah, option B is correct. So in this case, you just put in the values. Now you have been given that now this psi is normalized or not. This psi is normalized, right? So this psi is normalized, already normalized. So you don't need to worry about it. So you can just write down this in this format in bracket notation. Now that makes it a bit easier to handle the equations. So this is 4 by 5 and this is psi 2. All right, now we can write directly from, we have become an expert in writing the ket, right? You just take a dagger and directly write down. Now these are real values, so it won't be affected. So we can write like this. All right, there's no star coming out here, and all this ket vector will be changed to bra vector. Okay, so put it here. Okay, just apply this thing. So there is 3 by 5 psi 1 plus 4 by 5 psi 2. All right, and then we have a, and let me draw a line here. Okay, so that we don't mix things up. And in this this one will be psi 1, this 4 by 5 psi 2. All right, so don't observe, just observe me writing, just write, also do it in your copy. So I'll just do directly. Okay, so this first term, this a and this one will give us what? Now this is 9 by, this is 20, right? So you can see that psi 1 and this a will operate on this. Now the next term will have 12 by 20, which is psi 1 and a, which is psi 2. All right, and then we have so okay, I wrote
Sir,
it
won't
wrong.
that be
This
5,
is
sir?
5. This will be a 5. Yeah, you're right. This will be a 5. Yeah, you're right. So this is 25. Now this is also 25. Okay, so you can keep on writing the terms. So this is done. So this is 12 by 25 is psi 2 a. Now this is psi 1. Now the next one is 16 by 25. Now this is psi 2 a psi 2. Now you can see that these quantities, now when we apply this, what will happen? There's a lambda is not there, so this will change to what? This will change to psi 2. Now psi 1 and psi 2 are orthogonal. Okay, so this will become 0. Now this second term, this one will give you what? This one will give you psi 1. Okay, the psi 1 will become 1. So this is 12 by 25, and this is 1. Plus, now next term is also similarly, this one will become psi 2. Now we have a psi 2 and psi 2, this is orthonormal. So this will become 1. And we have 12 by 25. And then the last term, this one is, this one will become phi 1. And then phi 2 and phi 1 will become 0. Okay, the inner product will become 0. So what you have is 24 by 25. And this is equal to 0.96. Okay, so this is the answer, which is the B option. All right. So this is
Yes,
done.
sir.
Now, let me give you another problem. Let me see if, yeah. So, yeah, this question is given to you. Let me write it down. So this. Let me write down the question. All right, so the question is, now this is a question from BHU. All right, this is BHU 2018. Now psi 1 and psi 2, psi 1 and psi 2 are the wave functions, all right, of two orthogonal states, all right, of a system belonging to the energy eigenvalues E and minus E respectively. All right, so this is respectively, and in a measurement of energy of another state, in a measurement of energy of another state, energy of another state, all right, psi of the system, psi of the system, the expectation value of the energy is found to be the expectation value of energy is found to be, okay, E by 2. Now write down psi in terms of psi 1 and psi 2. All right, so this is given to you, and I'll write down the options. So this is root 3 by 2 psi 1 plus 1 by 2 psi 2, B 1 by 2 psi 1 minus psi 2, C this is 1 by root 2 psi 1 minus psi 2, and then we have D, this is 3 by 4 psi 1 plus 1 by 4 psi 2. All right, so are you getting the question?
Yes, sir.
Psi 1 and psi 2 are two wave functions of two orthogonal states of a system belonging to energy eigenvalues E and minus E. Okay, all right. So in a measurement of the energy of another state, which is the superposition of these two, so it is found that the energy is E by 2. Now there are two ways to solve this problem. One is that you assume some assume the form of the wave function and then go the usual process, in usual method. Other method is just to check the options. Okay, so in this type of questions, it's better to check the options directly. All right, so just we'll do that. Now check for each of the things where you are getting E by 2. For each of the waves states given to you, superposition states psi, check which one is giving you E by 2 as energy eigenvalue, expectation value. Is the question clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right, so just check the options and see which option is giving you the right answer.
Sir,
So-
A option.
So just you have to, yes, A option. So
Option
just
A, sir.
just check this option. So luckily you have been given this option. So otherwise you could have also been given the D option. All right. So whenever you get these kind of questions where you have to check individual options, so first check the A option and then directly jump to D option. So out of these, any of one of them will be there. Okay. So you save time on solving these all options. Sometimes this trick doesn't work, but most of the time it works. Okay, because what students do is they start from A, B, C, D. All right. So the examiner wants you to lose time. All right. So either check A, either check D. So let's check A first. So in this case, if you want to find out the energy eigenvalue, you can simply write down C1 mod square. Now the wave function, is this wave function normalized or not? Is this wave
Normalized,
function
sir.
normalized? So just write this down directly. So this is normalized. Now this is the energy is E1, say E1, and this is C2, this is E2. All right, so this is root 3 by 2 mod square, and then you have this E. All right, and then you have 1 by 4. I'm just writing it directly down. So this is minus E. Is this correct? Minus here. So if you solve this problem, so what you get is, so this is E. Now this is, let me write it down all this also clearly. This is also square. So this will give us, what are we getting? This is 3 by 4 and this is 1 by 4. So this is 1 by 2 E. All right. So this is the correct option. Option A is correct. Or else you can just assume the wave form of the wave function and then solve the equations as it is done. Okay. You have to, or the method 2 is like this. Method 2 is you assume the wave function as C1 psi 1 plus this is psi 2, so C2 psi 2, and then we also assume that C1 mod this one is equal to 1, the normalization condition, and then we solve this equation that E is given to be summation Ci mod square and Ei, all right, which is C1 mod square E plus C2 mod square minus E, which should be equal to E by 2. So you have to solve this equation. You have two equations. So you have C1 mod square plus C2 mod square equal to 1. And then you have this equation that C1 mod square minus C2 mod square equal to half. All right. So if you add them, what do you get? So this is 2 C1 mod square is equal to 3 by 2. Now this gives you C1 mod is equal to root 3 by 2. All right. And this is what you get, 1. And the other one, you just calculate it from the other thing, that is C2. If you have this mod square, this is 1 minus C1 mod square. This is 1 minus root 3 by 2 mod square, which will give you 1 by 4. And then you can write down C1 mod C2 mod square is 1 by 4. Now you can take this plus minus anything you want, but one of the solution will be writing down whatever we have assumed. We can write that C2, this is psi 1 plus 1 by 2. This is psi 2. So this is another method of doing the problem. All right. Got it?
Okay, sir.
All right. Is this clear? The second method?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is a bit longer. Okay. It's better to check individual options. Yeah.
Sir,
Yes. Tell me.
what did you do in the addition part? I don't understand that. Sir.
What I do?
What did you do here, sir? In the addition part.
This one I was just solving. These are two simultaneous equations, na? So I just solved them.
How did you get it, sir? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
How did you get it? I'm sorry.
This one. This one
Yeah.
was the first one is from the normalization condition.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
This is normalization condition.
And then
And the
it's,
second one is the expectation energy expectation value from this one.
it's given all that. Thank you,
Alright.
sir.
Okay. So now let me write down a homework. This is also a good problem, but it's a similar problem. Let's leave it. It's a similar problem. Now we have done this thing, so we can do this problem from there's a just problem. Let me write it down. Let me write down the just problem. Or let's do a gate problem. All right. So there's a gate problem. It's an old one, but okay, we can do it. So the state of the system, the state of a system is given by, all right, it's given by psi is equal to phi 1 plus phi 2 plus 3 phi 3. All right, this is the state given to you, and where it's given that where phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3 form an orthonormal set. Form an orthonormal set. All right. So the probability of finding the system, the probability of finding the system in the state phi 2 is, so this is a numerical type, give your answer up to 2 decimal places. So tell me, this doesn't require any calculation, like you don't need to put down your pen.
Mm, 15.
Sorry,
That's 4 by 15.
Yeah, it will be, see, it will be just what? You have to just first normalize this thing. So normalization will give you what? This is 1 by, so normal, the constant will be what? 1 plus 4 plus 9. So this will be 15, right? And we have 5 1 plus 2 by 15. And then we have 9 by root 15. Okay, so not 9, 3 by root 15.
It's 15 or 14?
Let me check. This
14.
is 14, right? You're right. 14. I miscalculated this thing. So this is 14. All right. Now you can just do this thing that you want the probability of finding this thing. So this will be phi 2 and the psi. Okay, this is mod square. This is the C2 mod square which we are looking for. So this is what we get. So this is, if you dot product this, then the inner product with this and this will be 0. This will be left out. So this will be basically 4 by 14. So this is 2 by 7, whatever it is. Okay. Now let's do a just problem. So yeah, so this is the question which was also repeated in some other paper by BHU, I guess. So this is a just problem. Okay, I hope I have covered the theory here. Let's write down the question. If the expectation value, of the momentum of the momentum is p, okay, for the wave function psi x, then the expectation value of momentum for the wave function is e to power I k x by h cut. All right, this is psi x is. So the options are A, this is k, B is p, expectation value of p minus k, C, expectation value of p plus k, and D, this is expectation value of p. So this is a just question, and it was also repeated in BHU also. All right, this is Joan 13. All right. So tell me how to proceed. Are you getting the answer? Or do it for homework if you're taking time. You should spend time on questions. You should struggle with the questions. Then only you will learn. Now this question was also asked in BHU 2018. There is also BHU 2018. All right.
C option.
Okay, you might be right. I have to solve and see. Okay, so anybody else? Okay, let me solve this problem for you. So if the expectation value, see, when sometimes when people look at the question, they don't, they just complicate things. So just follow whatever is given to you. So if says that if the expectation value of momentum is for the wave function is this, then the expectation value of the momentum of the wave function is this. Now the wave function has been modified. Okay, so what you do is, first of all, you just write down what is given to you. What is given, that this P is, it can be written as, now this is, so the wave function is given to you with this, and it's been given that P is this operator, this is operating on this psi, and this is given to you. All right. So let us consider the limit is minus infinity to plus infinity. Now this is the basic definition of expectation value. Now it says that then the expectation value of this one. All right. So let's see what do we get. Now let's write down this thing. Now expectation value, this was in this was in this state. So what we can do is, we can, if you want to write down the expectation value, let's call it P dash. All right. Now P dash is also a momentum operator, but since we have already written down this P for this one, so I'll write down P dash, and this wave function is like this. So we'll write down the wave function. Now this is Ix by h cut psi. Now this will be whole star, and then we have P, because it's a momentum operator, but the eigenvalue is change, eigenfunction, sorry, the expectation value will change, so that's why I'm writing like this. Okay, so this is Ikx by h cut psi dx. All right, so what you do is just replace this thing by the explicit form. So you get, this is what, this is minus Ikx by h cut psi star. Now this is minus I h cut dx, and then you have e to power Ikx h cut psi dx. All right. So when you operate this thing, you operate this operator on this, what do you get? This is e to power minus Ikx by h cut. All right. So just go on solving. So minus I h cut, remove this I h cut from outside. So you just operate this thing. So you'll get psi star. Now in this case, first operation will give you Ik by h cut e to power Ikx by h cut psi. And then you have now minus sign I have taken outside. This is plus e to power Ikx h cut. This will be derivative with respect to dx. All right. Now this is what we have. Now see, if you use the, like, just multiply them. So what you get, this is minus, this is this will give you, now this term, this one and this one, it will become e to power 0, right? So this will become 1. Now what you are left with is minus I h cut, and this the h cut gets cancelled. You have a minus iota and a plus iota, so this will give you 1, which is k, and you have a psi star psi dx. Okay, and plus, now the next term is, you can just use this term, you use this in this thing. So you can write like this, that minus infinity to plus infinity. Now these two terms, again, this will become 0. All right, now e to power 0, and the remaining is minus I h cut derivative with respect to x, and this is psi, and then there's a psi star. Okay, so you can see that this form, this is basically what, this is k is coming outside, this is psi star dx. All right, now this one is what, this is basically, you can see that this is what, this is psi star, and this is operator P operating on psi. Now this is what it is given from this equation. We can replace this by P, expectation value of P now, and this one is what, this quantity, this is the normalization condition, right? So this is 1. So this was P. So we can see that the new expectation value of the new wave function is P plus K. So the option, I think, is C option.
C.
Yeah. All right. So in these type of questions, sometimes things are not very clear how to do it. Just see what is given and just start calculating things as been asked, and you'll arrive at some point. Okay. In no way you can think of that what is the value coming out of here. Okay. But in some advanced cases, we can see that this is like it's shifted. When you multiply this term, you are multiplying a unitary operator to this wave function. Okay. So it shifts the values to a certain point. All right. So that is what is k is added to. Okay. If you know that, then you don't have to calculate all this thing. But since you don't, we don't know it yet. Okay, that this is the case. So this is what you get. All right. So let's proceed with some more theory, and we'll do again. We'll go into problems of CSIR-NET. All right. Now this was the gate question which already did. It was a simple one. Okay, so take this question as a homework, which is okay. We have already done this type of question. Okay, let me go ahead with something else. This is done. Now let's talk about the angular momentum operator, which I already did in one lecture. Or I think we have a few minutes left, so it's better we can do one more problem. Let's see. Let's do a CSIR-NET problem. Okay, this is CSIR-NET. So the wave function of a particle is given. Now don't be worried about that which question paper is from it's the same. I am covering all the questions whichever exam it is, if I have covered the theory. All right, so don't worry that if you are preparing for JAM, then you shouldn't solve this problem, or it's not like that. Okay, so problem is a problem. It should just cover whatever the syllabus is. All right, so if it covers the syllabus, then you can do it. So you have been given this thing that phi naught and phi are the normalized eigenfunctions or with energies E naught and E1. All right, corresponding to the ground state. All right, corresponding to ground state and first excited state respectively, All right, so the expectation value of the Hamiltonian in the state of the Hamiltonian in the state psi is, now this might look like a similar problem, but you take it as a homework. This is E1 plus E naught by 2 minus E1 C E naught 2 E1 by 3 D option E naught plus 2 E1 by 3. All right, so this was asked in 2011. You can do old problems now, doesn't. So I'll do another just problem and then we'll sign off. So let me see, where is the problem? So this was. Now there's another question. Now this is take it as a homework. Okay, it's a similar problem which we already did. Okay, you can just, if you didn't write it, you can, I'll just forward you the PDF. Okay, so don't worry about it. So another question is which came in this DU 2020. I don't exactly remember the form of the question, but the answer was that find. The question was find the value of all right. So the options given to you were 2I h cut x b okay, then you have been given that I h x c, this is 2I h cut x, and then you have d, this is I h cut. All right, yeah, this was the question. Okay, so people did make a mistake in this question. I don't know why. Like I
C
received
or-
huh?
So option A and C
A
are
and
same.
C. A and C are not same if you look closely.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. Yes, sir.
This a student may call, like messaged me that saying that, sir, this is they have given wrong, I have to raise a claim. I said, okay, fine, send me the question paper. So she sent me this question paper and I said that, okay, let me check. So this was a trivial thing. Okay, everybody knows that, okay, 2I h cut x, right, directly. Now you don't observe the options. It's not all h cut. H cut is not there, and then there's a pi here. Now that student was so confident that she was saying that no, I did it right. So I said, okay, let me have a look. So I was also thinking, okay, this is a simple problem. She might not have made a mistake, but then I found that yeah, she made the same mistake. So what is the answer? Tell me. Hello, anyone there?
Sir, 1 minute.
Why 1 minute? You know the answer. This is how much? This is how much? This is I h cut x cut
B,
x
B.
cap,
2I h cut.
and then multiply by pi. So you have 2 pi. You have 2 pi here. So h cut becomes what? H.
Option B.
IH.
All right. So you guys have become expert now.
Sir, what happened there?
Okay. you you so this is what? This is pi. Now this thing we know from this thing we already derived.
That I can understand, sir. It's 2I h cut.
This is right. Now you see, you match the options that nothing is matching here.
Yes, sir.
So what you do is you just try to simplify things. You see check all the options. Now there are h cut, there is h. Okay, and I made this up. The options I made this right now. Okay, so now this thing, this is 2 pi. This is I. This is I h by 2 pi x cap. Now this 2 pi gets cancelled. You get h cut. Sorry. Now this is a practice you have. We have all done that. It will always be h cut. So it could be written like this also.
Okay.
So you have to be careful. This question was very nicely made. Okay, everybody fell into the trap. All right. So let's stop here. Any questions on today's class?
Sir, then there will be 4 hours class per week, sir.
I'll try to go for 5 hours because I'm busy with something, and all right. I didn't have I didn't plan to do this earlier, so I also already got committed to other projects. All right.
Yes,
So I'm trying to manage things, but I'll increase the time as we go on. And don't worry, before even I'll finish it. The JAM syllabus will be finished 1 month, at least 20 days before your JAM starts, your final exam. Okay. So
Okay,
you'll
sir.
have a lot of time to revise. Don't worry. That is my responsibility to complete the syllabus on time. All right. So it could be sometimes we can push to 2 hours also. Don't worry about that. But we'll do it.
Okay, sir.
All right. Any other query?
नहीं
Sir,
सर वही 8 का लग रहा था मुझे, मतलब 8 का क्लोज है ना थोड़ा सा. वही
Gate,
मतलब
gate is see gate we'll be covering gate syllabus around 40% we'll be covering in jam syllabus itself. All right,
okay
40 or 50% maybe. The thing which will remain is some advanced topics, so we'll see, because it's in February, right?
yes sir 5th February
हाँ, तो February, तो we can do it. We'll do it in January. By January, mid-January, we'll finish it.
फिर ठीक है
उसको
Sir,
देखो, see, I have given you, I have taken the responsibility. I'll finish it. Don't worry.
sir, in the first problem that you did this in this class, first one, sir,
First formula.
that was a homework problem.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So how did he get 2 here in place of the imaginary term?
2. All right. So this is see, when you do this thing, z mod square, this is what? Z star z, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
z,
yes.
if you have z, what is actually z can have this form. Z can be written as a plus iota b. I think this has been covered. If you do a mathematical physics class, this will have been done, right? This is what? This is a square plus b square.
Yes, sir.
So this is 1 plus iota. So how would you find the mod of that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, sir.
Okay, so you will just have this thing, no? This is a square plus b square, right?
Okay.
A whole square,
Okay.
right? This is
Okay,
root.
sir. All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
problems we can find in HC Verma. This under
Yes,
which
yes.
topic, sir?
You for quantum physics, you start with HC Verma. You solve all the numericals.
Sir, under which topic this comes, sir? Like operator formalization or which one?
You just check for wave function normalization, wave function and expectation values.
Okay,
I
sir.
don't remember the chapter number, but yeah, you should do quantum physics, HC Verma, the solved examples. Okay, try the solved examples, and then when you're left with when you do the revision again, then do the unsolved ones. Okay.
Okay, sir.
That will be enough, and then you can either pick up Jetili, or Jetili is too involved, then Jetili or Griffiths. Okay, for
Okay, sir.
just and TIFR. But
Okay,
I
sir.
don't think you require that. Okay, you don't require too much of that. If you follow this course, it will be more than enough.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care then.
सर आप जो बता रहे थे कि
हाँ।
2 महीने में जैम के लिए कैसे प्रिपेयर करना है,
हाँ हाँ, तो
CSIR नेट के लिए भी बताएंगे कि
CSR नेट के लिए कर सकते हो, बट 2 months में तो नहीं होगा,
2 मंथ नहीं,
is big.
मतलब कैसे
but-
तैयारी करना है?
हाँ, I'll talk about it in that special session I'll take. Okay, I'll talk about jam also and also net के लिए अलग से मैं बताऊंगा फिर, ठीक है?
यस सर।
I'll tell you, don't worry. All right. Pradhan, were you my student earlier?
यस सर।
Oh, all right. That's why I remember your face. Okay, chalo. Nice meeting you again. It's a round world. All right. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Okay. Keep
Thank you,
watching
sir.
my
thank you
lectures.
sir
All right.
थैंक यू सर।
Take care.